How do you know for sure that you're not psychic? Hi, my name is Seraphina Lee. I'm an intuitive energy healer, spiritual coach, meditation coach, and a survivor and thriver after narcissistic abuse. You can schedule a session with me here. And please do like, share, and subscribe if you find this content valuable. When I was a practicing massage therapist, all my clients would tell me that I hit right at the spot. Like they would say, "You didn't even feel around. How did you know where I was hurting? I didn't even tell you." I said, "I don't know. I'm a tube for healing energy." I would visualize love and light and help from their guides coming through my crown and out my hands to help them heal. But did I think I was psychic? No. Now, mind you, I had my first Reiki attunement way back in the 90s, but I never really practiced Reiki. So I kind of thought it was just Reiki. And then I actually had one regular Reiki client, and I would get messages from the other side every time. Did I think I was psychic? No. When I was a teenager, people would share their deepest pain and trauma with me that they were afraid to tell anyone, to the point where after a few years of this, I started exhibiting symptoms of PTSD and of traumas that I had not actually experienced. I didn't know what was happening to me at the time. The empaths we knew were betazoids on Star Trek. So I just said, whatever this is, I shut it off. And that day, people stopped unloading their traumas and their burdens onto me. And mind you, when they would tell me, somehow they would leave feeling so much lighter and better than they had since that thing had happened to them. Did I think I was psychic? No. During my club days, whenever a friend group was having a hard time with one of their friends, they were messing up their life or in some way, and they had exhausted themselves and every method they could think of to reach their friend, they would come to me and they would say, "Please speak to them." And somehow the words that came through me and the energy that came through me would lead them to changing their lives, moving across the country, following their dream, or quitting serious addictions. Did I think I was psychic? No. When I was living in a very small town, when my children were very young and I first started going to crowded gym school functions, I would walk in and be bombarded with all of these thoughts of, who does she think she is? Look at what she's wearing. What's with that shirt? Why is she even here? Why doesn't she move? And I thought these were thoughts I was thinking about myself. Because no, I didn't think I was psychic, picking up on the thoughts of others and emotions. And here's the last one that I believe that I will share with you today. When I was living in a very haunted place, like it had been a mortuary for over 45 years, mortuary and funeral home. So I would see things move across the counter. I had more supernatural experiences there than I can even remember because it was an almost daily occurrence. It just became normal. So during that time, one day, all of a sudden, my internal voice changed. And mind you, while I was living there, I had probably heard many different communications voices, but this one was so different that it stood out. I could not mistake it for my own thoughts, because I remember turning to my sister-in-law and saying, "Trina, why did the voice in my head just turn into like a large black woman?" And she stayed for a few days, and I can't even imitate the way she speaks. I speak in squares and triangles. I can't do that smoothness of speech. And if I tried, you could laugh at me. So I was like, why is this happening? What do I miss having? I tried to rationalize it so much. I'm like, what is this? And she stuck around for a few days and it was a lively, one-sided conversation because I didn't know what it was. Man, I wish she would come back. Oh man, I would talk to her now. I'd ask her some questions. Who are you? I'd be like, when did you live? Where did you live? Why did you choose me? So with all of these experiences, and I haven't listed all of them, but with all of these experiences, it took me learning not just Reiki, it took me learning intuitive energy healing before I realized that these were psychic experiences, and before I realized that this is completely normal. Everyone's having psychic experiences all the time. We just dismiss them as something else because our entire society, everything in our entire society is designed to keep us from realizing how powerful we are and how psychic we are. It keeps those in power in place. They want their power structure. So of course they're going to do that. This is so much information. I'm going to have to ask you to go to part 3 now to hear some of the things that are normal psychic experiences to me now that I have tapped into my own psychic gifts, and that can be normal for you too. 3, I'm going to share with you some of the things that are normal to me now and things, really cool things that have happened since I have opened up to the knowledge that I am psychic, you are psychic, we are all psychic. And since I have deepened my practice and worked on expanding these gifts. Well, let's see. So I have removed energetic cords that connect me to people who are not good for me whatsoever. I have found a piece of myself. You know, you ever feel like you lost a piece of yourself that day? It was so awful. I have found that piece and felt it integrate back into my being, and that changed me. I have eliminated my anxiety. I had debilitating anxiety for a while. I couldn't even work. No medication, no therapy. I found my triggers and where they were stored in my body. I found my traumas and where they were stored in my body, and I released them. And over the course of time, not like I had debilitating anxiety and then the next day I didn't. It was over the course of several months. It was just gone. I can see the entities that feed on lower vibration energy, on our dense and uncomfortable emotions, and I can pull them off of people and myself, my children and others. And about half of the time, I can get them to transmute into beings of light. I travel astrally regularly. I have gone to the center of our beautiful planet. I have gone into the sun. I have found my star of origin and spent time there. I have gone to the galactic central sun and come in contact with beings, humongous beings that live there. I have healed my ancestral line, and there's more to do there. My line might take the rest of my life to completely finish. I have gone back to younger versions of myself and given myself the love and support that I desperately needed but was not available to me. I get very clear guidance all the time, which is really wonderful when I'm making difficult decisions. I've even channeled loving messages. And I'm telling you, this stuff, this is our birthright as humans. You can do this. So what is stopping you from stepping into your true power as a human being? I've done all of this using the frequencies of love and gratitude and forgiveness. I think the truest thing in the entire Bible is when it says God is love. Tap into it, strengthen that connection, and watch your life change. Watch it.